You are caged to comfort, and you have the key within your own hands. You have the solution to get all you want in life. You have everything you need to have freedom, to achieve all that God has set out for you. Yet you choose to stay within comfort. You choose to stay within a cage where you know you'll be fed, you know you'll be given a little bit of water, you know you have at least some shelter and some protection. But in reality, you're just limiting yourself. You're being limited by comfort because with comfort, there's a guarantee, there's a feeling, there's a small sense of, like, oh, I'll be fine. I'm protected, everything's going all right. So why fix it? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's what the common saying is. But what if there's so many things that you're supposed to accomplish? What if there's so many people that you're supposed to help? What if there's such an amazing purpose upon your life? Yet you're holding yourself back because you can't get out of comfort. Like we as humans, we literally love to stay within comfort. We have a whole entire part of our brain focused on just comfort, on helping us stick in comfort because it's just a natural human thing. It's helped us survive for so many years, and it's just something that God put within us to to stay safe. To be able to find things that work and be able to operate in those, which is great. But then it can also be very dangerous if you never take any risk. You never get out of your comfort zone. You never go into the rough waters. You always stay in the calm seas because what I can tell you right now is that if you stay always in the calm seas, you'll never explore. You'll never see anything different. You never see what the other islands are out there. Think about the movie Moana. In the movie Moana, I feel like every single person watching this should have watched this movie right now. If not, you should watch it. But in the movie Moana, there's a girl and she lives on an island and then everyone on the island, they stay in this reef. It's the calm waters, it's the reef where there's lots of fish and everything's nice. But then there's this problem where the island is literally like decaying and the waters, there's no fish. They're not able to get any fish for such a long amount of time. And then her dad does not want anyone to go past the reef into the rough waters, because there is a possible solution out there, but they don't want to go. They don't want to get out of their comfort because they know it's dangerous. There are things that can go wrong. There are things that could get messy. Actually, the father lost his best friend to the rough waters. His best friend ended up dying when he was younger. And because of that, he doesn't want anyone to go out there. So then they stay in comfort, or well, at least comfort what it seems like it, but everything is dying and decaying around them. That's the same thing you're allowing yourself to live in. You're allowing yourself to live a life where everything seems like it's just all right. Like it's all right. Like, oh, you have a little bit of money. Oh, like, I have a little bit of time. I can do a few things I want to do rather than living a life where, hey, I can achieve everything I want to do. I'm not limited by money. I can be able to say, oh, you know what? Let me buy this and I'm not gonna have to worry about it. Like live that. Like you can live an amazing life. You want to stay within comfort because comfort is so easy. It truly is. It's like the easiest thing to just stay where you are. It doesn't take any effort to have any growth. It doesn't take any courage. It doesn't take any bravery. But it's all worth it if you kill the comfort. Like kill comfort. Like truly. You need to realize that the faster you learn that you can step out and achieve freedom and achieve all you want and desire just by getting out of the same area, the same zone that you're within, the sooner you're gonna be able to achieve so much more. Think about it. Think how many things that God would have already blessed you with if you would have just been obedient and you went and did what looked impossible. You did what looked stupid. You did what, everyone might be like, why are you doing that? Like, you look kind of dumb doing that. But then you end up doing it, and then, it's only crazy until everyone sees and you're like, you're successful. And then it's like, oh, then you're a genius. Then you're amazing. You're afraid. That's the thing. People are afraid to get out of comfort. They're afraid to do what's not the norm. Don't be that person. Don't be afraid to not do the norm. Don't be afraid to, step out of line and be able to turn against what everyone else is doing. Don't be afraid to be that one grain of sand that's pushing against everyone else. Don't be afraid to be that one water droplet not going with the stream. Don't be afraid. Live a life where you're able to be courageous. You're able to say, you know what? I know I might be in a zone where everything's all right, but I want to be better than all right. I want to be great. I want to be amazing. I want it to be amazing for my kids. I want to be amazing for my kids' kids. I want to be amazing for my friends, for all my relationships, for all my family, for all the people that have helped me along the way, for all the people that I might never meet, but I can have an impact on their life. You have to choose to live a life like that. You have to truly choose to break out of comfort. That means you have to leave behind old addictions. You can't be addicted to drugs. You can't be addicted to alcohol anymore. You can't be addicted to sex and porn and all these different things. You cannot live a life of comfort because those things are comfort things. Those are things that are easy to get trapped in within, and they're easy. They make you feel good for a moment. They give you a little bit of dopamine hit. They give you a little bit of a high, and it lasts for a little bit, but it's just pleasure that doesn't lead to purpose. Like, what's the point of choosing these empty pleasures without seeking any purpose? There's no purpose behind anything, really? You want to live a life just going through the motions? Look how far you've gotten in life just by living through the motions. Yeah, sure, you've done all right. You've done mediocre. You've done barely above average. You look like every other person. You look like every Stan, Bob, Bill, Joe out there. But would you rather live a life where you see success? You live a life where your generations are changed? You live a life where people literally cannot believe what has happened. They can't believe that you start from there and then you're there now. You live a life to where you can literally like have true comfort in being able to know that everything is set up, not mediocre, but you get to live a life of true enjoyment, fulfillment, and of purpose. Living in your fullest identity, living to be the person that Jesus created you to be. Wouldn't you rather have that? I don't know, just a thought. Just a thought that you might want to be that bird that decides to open up the cage it's already open and fly out. And sure, it might be hard. Sure, you might have to start fending for your own food and your own water, and you're gonna have to find shelter. You're gonna have to do these things. Like when you get out of comfort, you're gonna have to learn to adapt. You're gonna have to learn to move fast. You're gonna have to learn to get better and constantly improve. But that just forces you to get better, and I take that as a win. It's better to get better than to stay the same and stay stagnant, because time is ever going. It is always flowing. Time is in a constant current. I always say this in all my videos. Time is literally moving like a current. And if you're right here and time is moving forward and you stay stagnant, then you're being left behind. You are falling behind because of the fact that time is always going. Time is always moving. It is moving. It waits for no man. The only thing that's promised to any person is death. We will all die. From the moment you are born, you know that you will die. That is the one thing that is guaranteed for every single person. And it doesn't get any farther. You get closer, in fact. And unfortunately, we all like to think that we'll live to 100, but most likely, most of us will not live to 100. Most people will not even live to 90 or 85. So you really have to think that you have a limited amount of time on this earth. What are you going to do with that time? Time is a constant flowing current. So even if you move a little bit, you're moving with the current. Slow motion is better than no motion. Great quote from Siobhan Salmon. And like, truly, if you are not moving, you are falling behind. Do not be in a state where you're not moving, you're not constantly improving, you're not evaluating yourself. Live a life where you are improving, you're going forward, you're taking the steps necessary. That is how you improve. That is how you innovate. That is how you change lives. That is how you change your own life. Look at all the top companies. Look at all the top brands. Look at all the top celebrities. Look at the people that you admire that are truly doing great work on this earth. They're all innovating because they're moving. They're moving. They know they can't afford to stay stagnant. You can't afford to stay stagnant in today's days, especially with everything moving so fast. In the past 20 years, we've seen technology move faster than ever. We've gone from, a little iPod, because you remember when there was iPods and it can only play music, and then now we have phones faster than whole computers, and not just computers from back then, but computers today. We have a whole entire iPhone so it's powerful as like a computer from literally just like 3 years ago. Like, what? That's possible. Everything is moving so fast. So if you don't learn to move fast, if you don't learn to improve, then you will get left behind. Now, if you want to watch a video further in breaking down on how to continue to move ahead, to move forward, to constantly improve, to get better in life, and why you need to do that, just so you can get out of comfort, watch this video right here.